Good evening, everyone. Sitting next to us, coach of Team Germany, Julian Nagelsmann. Same procedure as usual. Raise your hand, ask for only one question, please. And first of all, I'd like to address congratulations to the coach first. And,
Thank you.
And let's take the first question. Let's start with the third row, please. Yes, the gentleman here.
Ja, Christoph Michel, Fußball.news, Herr Nagelsmann, Glückwunsch zum
So, congratulations. It's a big success. Can you tell us emotionally, like between the minutes 48 and 53, how did you experience that wild ride? Well, not only those minutes, it was a wild game altogether. In the first 20 minutes, those were the best in the whole tournament. But then we scored a goal. There was a normal block. There wasn't a foul, in my opinion. And then the thunderstorm. Then we conceded that goal. That's yeah. I mean, it was very close, but it was a fact. And then we were awarded the penalty, and I understand that Denmark are annoyed by it, so it's quite harsh, but that's how the rule is. Yes, he did just run. He didn't do it intentionally, but that is the rule. So I would also be annoyed if it were the other way around, but I would have to accept the rule. Kai did very well from the spot. Those moments are not super nice because you never really know what comes out. But the stadium pushed us a lot in that phase when the VAR was checking the situation. So that's always a good feeling if you know that there are thousands of people on the stands that support you. So that was really good today, especially in those situations. What do you think about Antonio Rudiger's and Nico Schlotterbeck's game today? But Rudiger, is he a defensive monster? Yeah, I've said before what I meant about the defensive monsters. They both played well. When we changed to a back three, we were a bit more stable. In the first half, we defended a bit deeper, and then it was sometimes a bit tricky for us, but then it became much more stable. And so Eriksen ran into us and Bar as well. And Schlotterbeck had one uncertainty in the box, but apart from that, he played very well. And we know about Antonio that he plays well anyway. And for Schlotterbeck, it was not an easy situation, but he played a good game, and it's always good to keep a clean sheet.
At the very bottom of the room, coach.
Yeah, hello, Julian. Congratulations for reaching the first quarterfinal since 2016 for Germany. How much pressure do you feel on your shoulders with expectations the fans have for the team?
Before the coach answers, could you please tell us whose organization you're in?
Yeah, Andres Weiss from La Media Inglesa.
I think we have not more pressure than usual. I think the fans and also the expectation of our fans is a big push for us. I think every player in this squad and also every member of the staff team want to be successful, try to win every game. So I think we could deal with the pressure. For me, it's still a privilege. And we also tell the players it's a privilege to play soccer games under pressure. And all the players are used to deal with it, so it's no problem. We want to celebrate together good games and good results, and we try to keep on going.
Second row, please. The gentleman here. Yes, please.
Hi, Julian. My name is Carlo Taschler, Kurdist News. For the last couple of decades, Germany has been known for having many players of foreign backgrounds. Today they played their part as well. Rudiger is the man of the match. What does that tell us about Germany?
That we have a brilliant mix between people from born perhaps in different countries and live in Germany and feel comfortable in Germany with a warm community. Everybody is welcome in our community, so it's a good sign. And we have a brilliant team, brilliant mood in our camp. So every player, every character fits to each other, and we are happy with the situation.
On the right-hand side, the gentleman with the white shirt, please.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, thank you. So on the third row.
Jacob from Danish media TV2. The game was interrupted because of thunder, lightning. Did the referees reacted too late, you think?
Don't know. Nothing happened, so everything is okay. But I don't know. I'm not Mr. Kachelmann, so I don't know.
No, you're on the second row with the orange shirt, please. Yes, please.
Oliver Hartmann vom Kicker Sportmagazin. Herr Nagelsmann, die Mannschaft hatte ja heute doch einige Widerstände.
So the team had a few adversities today. Is that a result of the last few weeks that you're more stable now? Yeah, totally. It was definitely not an easy game. The opponent did it very well. We were in a very good phase of our game when our goal didn't stand, and then you notice that the team has a good character. That it tries to force things, but sometimes wants to force too much. So, and then we have the football quality, and then we try to get every ball into the middle, and then we're just not positioned very well. But you can say that with all the adversities, and I said that in the game against Switzerland, and now we had even more with like seconds or even minutes, whether there was a goal or no goal, handball or no handball, so that it does something with the players' psyche. But then the fans were very loud. That helped us and then we were favorite as well. That also makes it a bit difficult. And then you have so many adversities, and then the opponent might think, oh, they have a chance. So that makes me proud. The team really deserves it, and hopefully they're getting rid of the old memory stick and they understand how good they actually are.
In the middle, the lady over there.
Kerstin von Kalkreuth vom ARD Radio. Herr Nagelsmann, als Ilkay Gündoğan ausgewechselt wurde,
when Ilkay Gündoğan went off, Kimmich became captain rather than Toni Kroos. Why? Yeah, Josh is the second captain, not Toni Kroos. So that's really easy.
Okay, on the fourth row, coach.
Yes, hello, Egil from Norwegian NRK. There's a lot of frustration right now about the tight decisions with the VAR, and that VAR is not what football should be like, these tight decisions. What do you think about the future of football and the use of VAR?
In general, I think the decisions are more fair with VAR because, as I mentioned, I think offside is a factual decision, and it's offside in this situation. I know it's hard to accept because it's only, 2 centimeters, so it's not that easy. One topic is that the emotional part of soccer, sometimes it's not too easy to celebrate a goal because you do not know if it counts or not. but it's like that at the end. I think when you value every situation, when the VAR interrupt the game, and you compare it to former days, I think it's more fair than if you have no VAR. So at the end, I'm a friend of it. Today it's a bit easier to tell this, I know, but I think it was a good decision to have a VAR in soccer.
Second row, please, the gentleman in the middle, who is not expecting the mic to come, but the mic is coming though. You asked for the mic earlier? No, thank you. No. So that's a mistake, no worries. So first row, please, the gentleman, I'm sure he did. Thank you.
Thomas Schulz von der Westdeutschen Zeitung. Grüße Sie, Herr Nagelsmann. Gratulation zum Einzug ins Viertelfinale.
Congratulations.
Sind Sie heute in der Startaufstellung für Leroy Sané entschieden?
You started with Leroy Sané. What were your intentions and how did you see his performance? It was his first game for a long time. It's not easy to get into it perfectly, but in the second half he did it much better. The intention was that, we wanted to have situations like Jamal's goal, because the Danes were very aggressive in their defending forward. So we had a good tempo. So he plays differently to Flo. Flo is more like Jamal. So Jamal did run in the second half. He created his own spaces, and then he stopped. He expected Schmeichel to come out, but it didn't. And then we had 4 or 5 similar situations. So and then the ball came into the box quite easily. So Leroy had 1 or 2 of those runs as well. That was the idea, because he trained well, but also his tempo and his depth on the pitch.
Hi, Mr. Nagelsmann. Vizplaquer, Cadena Ser from Spain. Giorgio, Spain. Any preference for the next round?
I watched the game tomorrow evening, and I will see what happened. I think it's not that easy for Spain, but it's also not that easy for Georgia, I think. But it will be interesting. I cannot influence anything in this game, so I just will watch the game and analyze the next opponent, and I just can promise that we will be focused and try to win the next game as well.
Thank you. In the middle.
Gianni Costa von der Rheinischen Post. Herr Nagelsmann, das eine ist ja, wie Sie als Trainer taktische Dinge bei Ihren Spielern wahrnehmen.
One thing is how you see the tactics, and what do you think about the team that is such a unity? All the reserve players were standing there together for the penalty. Well, yeah, that's one of the keys why it's going better than it did before. I wasn't here before, but just the mood and the unity, the acceptance of players who don't play a big role, that's just incredibly important. We have a lot of characters who don't get the minutes like others, who keep everything together very well, and that has to do with generosity, with the low ego, not take yourself more important than everyone else. So that's why I told the players behind that that's one of the keys. So sometimes it might be difficult, but you have to just continue with that, because it helps the whole teams, and the success of the team is more important. But I just have to give the respect to the people, the players who don't play. So I think Robin Koch is our only player who hasn't played yet. So, and we're going to continue with that.
We'll take the last 2 questions, please. Thank you.
Hi, Julian. Miguel Delaney from The Independent. Just how close do you think the team is to your perfect vision of it? Is it close, or is there much room to grow still in this tournament?
There's always room to grow. I think when we talk about the first 20 minutes, then it was really good, and I'm very happy with that. And the other periods of the game, we have to stay a bit more calm in ball possession, try to create the spaces, not to force it, try to have a better control in ball possession, with a bit more easy passes a bit more, try to make more distance between the defense rows of the opponents, and then we'll find free space, attack it with speed up the game and to speed up our ball possession and our ball movement. We do it like that. We have more time for counter pressing. We have more time to find the best position offensive, which influences the best position in defense as well. Where we do like that, like the first 20 minutes, then it's really, really tough to beat us.
Herr Nagelsmann, Jesko von Eichmann von Sky Sport News. Schlotterbeck ist in die Startelf gekommen.
Schlotterbeck started, so you praised him, he played well. Will he continue to start? Well, Jonathan did well too. So it's a fact that he played very well. I'm very happy that he played such a good game in his home stadium and he did a perfect job. But I also remember that Jonathan Tah had some very strong games, so it won't be an easy decision. But every player knows what their role is and what we expect from them. So this is more like a luxury problem. So I have to make a decision between two very good players. You said why Leroy started, but for the next game, is he still the challenger for that position, or does it depend on the opponent, or is it the same as Tah, that Wirtz is the player who is actually the first 11 player? It depends on the performance in training. We have about 13 or 14 players who get more playing time than others, and Leroy is one of them. He hasn't actually played that much, so it's out of the 13, 14, there can always be some rotation, and Leroy might play in another combination, but I'll analyze the opponent, and we'll see what we'll see in training, and then we'll just make the decision.
Hi, Antonio. Abraham Romero from El Mundo, Spain. If Spain beats Georgia, you will face Nacho, Carvajal, and Joselu. Would you like to face them, or do you talk with him during the tournament? Thank you.
First of all, good evening, everyone. I think, you have to respect the competition, and they're competing tomorrow against Georgia. So may the better team win, obviously, but if I can face my teammates, it would be a good game.
So we take this question front row, please.
There was one scene there towards the end where you were lying on the floor and fist pumping. What does that tell about the game today?
Should I speak in English?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Everyone knows. I think everyone who knows football knows me that I am an emotional person on the pitch, and I think it was an important block. So I felt it was almost like a goal. So that's why, I celebrated it, and it was important for my team because for me this is important as a defender to keep a clean sheet, and we scored 2 more goals than Denmark, and so I'm really happy with that.
Antonio, we are pleased to have 2 additional questions. Thank you.
Two, man.
Yeah, but
two.
I'm good. I was told 2 additional.
All good.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yes, please.
Oliver Trost, freier Journalist. Rüdiger, Sie, der Kollege hat es eben erwähnt, waren heute
you seemed very motivated, full of energy. So the team was the same. What can you tell us? What was talked about in the team before the match?
I think important is we wanted to go to the next round, and because it's like these games, if you lose, you're out. It's about results, but our display, we wanted to take our fans with us, and we did it from the first minute. So and you can see as a team, everybody respects his job. I think this is the most important thing, and everyone fights for each other, and and that's why for us it's important to do it as a team and not an individual.
So now the very last question, I promise. Yes, please.
Ja, Oliver Hartmann, Kicker. Toni,
when was it clear for you that you could play with your thigh injury, and are there any worries that you'll have trouble tomorrow?
Yeah, like we did the scan right after the game, and it came out good. So for myself, I knew, okay, so now I can do my program and don't listen to the coaches or anything. I did my program, and I knew from the beginning, that I will be ready for this game. And right now I feel great. I just got a hit on the other leg, but everything is good. Like with the win, everything is good. So tomorrow we will relax, watch the game, and then from today, Saturday, Monday, we go again.
Thank you very much, guys, and good luck for the rest of the competition.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.